Blog Talk Radio.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Baltimore is Talking Live. I'm your host, Dr. Q. Co-host is Aaron Green. Right now, Green is flying around his paper airplane, and welcome to Season 3. All right. Settle down. Now, today is Wild Card Wednesday, and what a wild card it was today when we were having the inauguration today of Joe Biden. Now, I don't know what to tell you. I'm not an old Biden fan. Everything. Like I said, if you hit the slow things down, look and listen. All I got out of it today was fear tactics. Again, Trump played on the fears of bankruptcy. Didn't want everybody to be bankrupt, so he got the economy up to where it was supposed to be, and then the COVID came and knocked everything down. Did Pelosi send the COVID? No. The COVID was something that was going on long before Trump came into power, and something that China does every 6 years. You can ask anybody from China, they'll say every 6 years they do what is called a reaping and kill off the people that are ailing and sick, et cetera, et cetera. And I think it's healthy if that's your culture and that's what you believe. You know, a lot of those foreign countries believing that killing off the old people and et cetera, et cetera. And you do the same thing here in America. When you get old, you put your old people in senior citizen homes, retirement communities. They don't count. They don't have a voice. And you walk all past them like they were nobody, like they're a burden to you. So every culture does something or another to their elderly. Unless it's a religious culture, they honor the elderly. But here in America, you get elderly, they push you aside unless you're rich, wealthy, and somewhat independent. Ever lose your faculties? Nah, they'll put you in a box like everybody else. So that's that. I heard Joe Biden say something about, what did he say? Something about the future and what's yet to come and trying to put together. And let's take a moment of silence for people who died, and I've lost people, and people identify with death because everybody dies. When Trump talked about his brother dying, didn't nobody empathize? Like, okay. But when Biden keeps talking about his son, Bo, I'm tired of hearing about it myself. You know, he's dead, he's dead. I don't mean to sound heartless, cruel. Everybody's going to die. That's why we're called mortal. But we will be okay. Now, if you don't know where you're going when you die, and you don't know what's hereafter, then of course you're going to be somewhat afraid or miffed or angry or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the text. All I know is pray on it. Seek some spiritual guidance, some type of spiritual counseling. But don't let death fool you. And you just vote out of your emotions. Oh, I'm going to go with Biden because Biden lost his son, blah, blah, blah. Do we forget about the corruption? I thought the whole thing to me was very sickening because they talk about being divisive between the parties, the Republican Party and the Democratic Party, and et cetera, et cetera. Doesn't matter. Because look at what Pelosi sat there and talked all kind and polite. How can you talk kind and polite to Biden when you couldn't talk kind and polite to Trump? See, when you're in a position of politics, and I'm just going to say it one time and then fuck Pelosi. When you're in a position of politics and you're in a position of leadership, you have to be 100. Can't be one way with one and then be some other way with another. You got to be consistently the same. Because I can't trust nothing you say if you want to act ugly with Trump. If you're going to act ugly with Obama, you're going to act ugly with Bush, you're going to act ugly with Kennedy, you're going to act ugly with Ford, you're going to act ugly with Lincoln, you're going to act ugly with Abraham, with Washington. You know, don't matter. You're in a position of servitude to the country. You're supposed to be one of the officers of the Constitution. Then be that. And you don't be that by tearing up the presidential speech, regardless of who the president is. So if you had no respect for, and you tore that up on the backs of veterans, patriots, and citizens alike. So if you had no respect for me, that you tear up the United States government letterhead that has the presidential seal on it, I don't want to hear nothing you got to say from that day forward. So her talking on behalf of Biden, talking about it's her honor and privilege to give him the flag, go fuck yourself. You know, I've never been so more disrespected in all my life. That's worse than calling you a nigger. It's to be two-faced on national television because you want to be in power. And here's the thing. The president is now Biden. So the impeachment is over. So this is where you play this game. If you only got 20 days to dispute and you want a transition of power, you made the president stop his investigation of those votes. I'm sure he would have found more evidence if he had the time, but you cut it short because you want to hurry up and get Biden in office. So he cut his time short and was limited because you want to hurry up and have the change of power. Then, with 7 days left in the office, you decide to do the impeachment. Now he's a citizen, and you're still talking about bringing him up on charges. This is where you need to get the Supreme Court involved because the Constitution does not allow you to have a trial on a citizen of the United States. It allows you to have a trial on the officers of the Constitution. He is no longer officer of the Constitution. So your powers as Congress over him is null and void. But we're going to watch this illegal activity because this is a sign, like I told y'all before, under Biden, the New World Order. Keep watching. If they do something to the man from Congress, now that he's no longer the president, it's illegal. Did they go after Clinton for getting his dick sucked in the White House when he wasn't the president? No. Because he's a Democrat. Did they go after Nixon when he resigned for giving secrets to China? No. Because they got him out of the office. They didn't have the authority to do so. He was no longer the president. He resigned. And when you resign, you don't have any government protection. So you basically want to remove the man's government protection. Well, that's something that you have to do while the man's still in the office. And I'm sure if you want the man out that bad, you could have extended the session through the wintertime and did not take winter break to get him out of there. But you didn't want him out of it. So then you got this so-called riot, they pretend riot, some of they come from Trump supporters, and then you want to do something to the man. For what? What did he do? Then he was nice enough to tell you, good luck, don't go up, but if they do, I told you so. Biden already told you he's going to raise the taxes. That's what Democrats do. They raise your taxes. They're all about greed. They talk a good game. Oh, we want to make sure we have this for our people. We want to make sure we got that for our people. But it's greed. And that's all they want. Greed. And you're looking out for those people. You're looking out for the pocketbooks. Greed. We want to make sure we have enough money in the surplus. Greed. When Clinton was in office, he had a surplus. And they spend. See, it's not even about a political party at this point.